Welcome to www.happynumbers.org. This is Exponents and Roots, reviewing your skills. Let me just put this up here for a second. 2 to the fourth power. 2 is called the base. 4 is called the exponent, and we know this means 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Good. So your first set of problems, you have to write each product is the answer to a multiplication problem, as a base and an exponent. Now here I don't want you to figure the answers to the problem. Let me give you an example. Suppose I had 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, and I wanted to write this as a product, as a base and an exponent. Well, the base number is 2, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 to the fourth power. So that's how I would write it, as a base and an exponent. So what I want you to do is put your video or DVD on pause and write these problems as a base and an exponent. So go right ahead. All right. In the first one, the base is 4, -4, I'm sorry, -4. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, so it's -4 to the fourth power. Let's take the next one. Our base number is 5, and we have 5 to the third power, or 5 cubed. Here we have 3/5 as our base, and we have 3/5 to the 1 to the third power. Our base number here is 8, and it's 8 squared because there are 2, or 8 to the second power. Our base number is 5/6, the fraction 5/6 to the third power. And our base number here is 9 to the fourth power. Good. Well, I hope you did well on that. If you did not, if you had problems with this concept, you should probably look over the exponents video number 1, the first exponents video. Well, let's look at a second set of problems in our review here. Now this time, I actually want you to give an answer to the problem. So now I want you to figure the answer. So 9 to the second power, or 9 squared, -5 to the third power, -3 to the fourth power, -2/3 to the third power, and let's give us a -4/5 to the second power. Okay, so put your video or DVD on pause and actually work these problems and give us the answer. All right, here we go. Well, 9 to the second power, or 9 squared, is 9 times 9, and 9 times 9 is 81. -5 to the third power is -5 times -5 times -5. Well, we have a negative times a negative, which will give us a positive, and then we have a positive times a negative. So we know our answer is going to be negative. Let me just draw a line here. And 5 times 5 is 25, and 25 times 5 is 125. So our answer is -125. Here we have -3 to the fourth power, which is -3 times -3 times -3 times -3. Well, I know I'll have a negative times a negative gives me a positive. A positive times a negative will give me a negative. And then a negative times a negative will give me a positive. So I know my answer is going to be positive. So now I just do my multiplication. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. And 27 times 3 is 81. Okay, so that's that side. Let's move. I'm going to bring this over here so I can. So we have here negative 2/3 to the third power. So that's negative 2/3 times negative 2/3. Okay, just let me erase that here. Well, negative times a negative will give me a positive. Positive times a negative will give me a negative. So I know my answer is going to be negative. And now I do the multiplication. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8. 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27. And so my answer is negative 8/27. Alrighty, let's take a look here. I'm going to bring this problem here. Negative 4/5 times negative 4/5. Well, a negative times a negative is going to be a positive, so I know my answer is going to be positive. And if I multiply, 4 times 4 gives me 16. 5 times 5, 25. Well, good. Good. Couple of quick problems for you here now. 3 to the 0 power, do that one. And 7 to the first power. Go ahead and work those. Shut your video off. All right, well these are fairly simple. We know that 3 to the 0, or any number to the 0 power, is equal to 1. Any number. 5 to the 0 power is equal to 1. 1,000 to the 0 power is equal to 1. And 7 to the first power, we know any number to the first power is equal to itself. Okay, good. Now if you had trouble with any of these problems here, you probably want to look at the exponent video number 2. The exponent video number 2. Now, let's take a look at a problem like this. 5 to the third minus negative 3 to the fourth power plus 5 to the 0 power. All right, put your DVD or video on pause and work this one, and then turn it back on and we'll see. Okay, 5 to the third power is 5 times 5 times 5 minus 3, negative 3 to the fourth power is negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3 plus 5 to the 0 power. Well, we know any number to the 0 power is equal to 1. Okay, well now let's do this piece right here. 5 times 5 is 25. 25 times 5 is 125. 125 minus, now let's do this piece right here. Well, we have a negative times a negative is going to give us a positive. A positive times a negative is going to give us a negative. A negative times a negative is going to give us a positive. So I know the result of this multiplication is going to be a positive number. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. 27 times 3 is 81. So 125 minus 81 plus 1. Well, okay. Let's do 125 minus 81. 5 take away 1 is 4. 12 take away 8 is 4. So I have 44 plus 1 equals 45. Well, my 10 minutes is up, and then I guess our review is up. Well, that's our review of exponents and roots. If you've had any difficulty with these problems, I would suggest that you go back over the videos that are dealing with exponents and roots. Thank you very much.